Okay, what is up guys? Jonah 44 here. I hope you can see me. Sorry, it did not work. It did not work for a while. I'm checking something out. Let's see if the live is working before we start this off. Cause I'm checking something, like I'm doing this gameplay again. Cause first, I love this game. Like I already played it. You can still see it for now on my other channel, but I might change it. Like I might delete it, cause this now you can see it better here, and you can see the full-on gameplay in 720p. Like I want in good graphics, cause even though I already played it, I want you guys to see it better and understand the story, but why I experienced. Cause now I'm watching it from my perspective on YouTube. It looks way better. Like trust me guys, it looks way better from here than from the other one. Trust me. Like I'ma do this now cause I already want to start this game and I haven't been posting. I know that. You don't gotta keep telling me whatever, cause I've been spammed by that and my YouTube, well, my Instagram and Twitter. Some people have tweeted me out that's saying like I've been posting shit. Yeah, I know that, but I'm waiting. Like I'm doing something. You'll be surprised sooner or later. But yeah, let's start this off. Like I hope it looks better. I hope it does. Let's do this. Edith Finch. Like I'm not gonna spoil it, guys. Trust me, I won't.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
I might not talk, cause mainly I'm letting graphics. It's just for the meantime. I'm just saying I might not talk at times, cause I want you guys to hear the story and stuff. So if I just stop talking for a moment, even though I'm talking with you guys, if you join the chat or whatever, it's okay, cause I want you guys to just hear the story and some shit. So yeah, just saying. Think it adjusted. Give me just a sec. I'm checking something out for the stream. Yeah, everything seems like it's working. Okay, I'ma stop for a while. I'ma put my thing here. Everything's working. Sorry for just doing this. Yeah, it is. It's working. Like it is. It is what it is. Okay, where are we now?
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it. My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
I'm not gonna talk.
Until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
So guys, like this is a moving story, and like I might stop talking. I'm not gonna spoil the game for you guys, as I love this game.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Okay.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Alright, last time I went over there, the Finches, yeah. I'm gonna go this time over here. I don't know, I might find something different. Or hear a different dialogue, I don't know. Doubt it. Seems like I can't go over there. I think it just goes around and just still goes to the house. Yeah, it does. Need to go to this bridge.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
She never said that when I played it before. Wow.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Interesting.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Like, not gonna lie, guys, if you wanna see my full reaction of the game again, like, you can see it. Like, it's still published, just letting you know, but you won't see it like as good as it's here right now. Oh yeah.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Well, it's still your home.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
So guys, I'm sorry I'm not providing context or anything.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Aw, that was really beautiful. I'm not gonna lie.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
That's kinda disturbing.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Wow. Calvin, 1950 to 1961. Okay. Gregory, 1976.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Interesting. Now I can say Gregory, 1976 and 1977. Nice. I guess. 7 Husband Fitch. Okay.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
So yeah, basically I'm sorry if I'm not talking that much, guys. I've just needed to just do this
Edie's
again.
father Odin built the original house.
So just saying, Edie, she might talk about Edie a lot because Edie is her well, basically her grandma. But yeah, Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
America grew out of it, I guess.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
It's gotta be over there, but let me check here. Molly, 1937. Okay.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Okay, then this is
kind. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
If I remember,
there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
If I remember, it's gotta be over here. I think it opened this. It did. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Ooh.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
And I'm skipping stuff, sadly. I'm sorry, guys.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Ew! That's disgusting, girl. Ew. She just ate the hamsters.
Mom, can I come out now?
Oh,
It's late. Go to sleep.
her mom locked her in and she was hungry.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh, I can see. Oh, yeah.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Do not eat the fish. The fish is innocent. Not the fish. There's nothing in the bathroom, I
I
bet.
kept eating and eating.
She's gonna eat toothpaste? Who eats toothpaste?
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
No way. She's gonna eat the goddamn
It was
bird.
a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it here for a sec. Okay, guys, I'm letting you know, if you haven't seen this game before, I'ma just tell you this. It might show you characters, like right now, you can see this. The family tree, basically, yeah. These are family members of Edith Finch. It's her, the girl in the drawing up top. You can see her. She's describing her family tree. Like, she's explaining everyone. Like, right now, we're Molly. She was born in 1937 and died in 1947. Yeah, basically 1947, 1937. Yeah. She basically died, like she said. And you can see, you're seeing now, like, it might show you in different ways. And you need to decrypt how it happened. Like, the game is not gonna tell you, oh, she jumped off out of the, well, basically, oh, she killed herself or whatever. No, the game is not gonna give you that, because it wants you to decrypt it in your own meaningful way. Like, when I finish the game again, I'm gonna tell you my own perspective and everything. Cause I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I'm gonna try and finish it today, cause I already played it. But if not, I'm gonna finish it later. But basically, I'm gonna try to do it today. If it is possible, I'm gonna try doing it today, cause I want to. I want to give you the full-on gameplay. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking and I wanted to give you that glimpse about what's happening in the game, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop yapping my mouth now, and I'm gonna keep going with the game. I was wanting to let you know. There we go.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
So she's basically following. One, two. There you go. There's that bird. Come on, birdie. You need to die. I'm a Neko. I'ma get your ass.
And I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Okay. I don't know how I'm clutching this, basically. Woo!
gobbled her up.
Whew.
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
I forgot. Rabbits.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Something bigger.
A mama rabbit.
You're a big one, are
She was
you?
almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
A shark? Yeah. Like, sorry guys, this game is a little wacky in this point, but you need to just think about it. Just start. I don't. Oh shit! I forgot I'm the shark now. Yeah. Yep. Keep on flapping, I guess. Oh shit! This is funny as hell.
I
Oh
rolled
shit.
off the cliff and into the ocean.
Okay.
Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
There's a seal. There we go.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
No, I don't want to kill the seal. I saw you. I might eat you, silly. I'm so bad with these controls. Like, it's hard to control the goddamn shark.
Grabbed on tight.
There we go.
Oh, but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I think I'm an
Now I was
octopus.
a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
When I first played this, guys, I thought it was a snake or whatever, but nah. I'm gonna tell you now, it is just an octopus.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
I think I was an octopus. I really don't know. They just devoured him face on, like
I
just.
wanted to stop, but
Poor dude. He was just sleeping.
Passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
So you swam?
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. Yeah, it's so slippery. What the fuck? Is this a toilet? Yep, it is a toilet. You.
I got closer and closer. All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay, that is so disturbing.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
I can open them up. Okay.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Dragon kills Finch. Tragedy strikes Finch family. Turns into a murder. It has to be murder.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
72 fishes were evacuated because of a little forest.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, sorry guys if I'm not talking. I want you all to
Whatever's
just...
wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah, basically it started with Odin. Yeah, basically. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk that much because I already played the game and maybe you haven't. And maybe you haven't seen the gameplay or whatever. That's why I'm doing it right now. And I do not want to spoil it for any of you guys. And that's why I'm taking it step by step. I do not want to spoil any glimpse of it. Because I want you all to just love it as it is. And to not miss anything. So yeah, let's keep on going. See what is up on the Finches again. Okay. It's saving! Okay, yeah, I think we gotta go over here. I think.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Happy 90th birthday.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It's a rubber ducky! Rubber ducky! Why are you here, rubber ducky? I have you in Fortnite,
It was
but...
a pretty big trace.
It's so pink. I do not like... This looks really horrible. Does the key open to that? Seriously, it opens to all the locks and there's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Ooh. I wish I had a bed like that, guys. Like, what, this room, like, what the fuck is this? Calvin Finch. Born April 25, 1950, I think, or, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Looks interesting, but how do I crouch? Never mind. Oh, just go straight. Okay. Thought I gotta press like Call of Duty. Pull! Odin Finch National Park. Okay. So he wanted to be a military dude and he wanted to be an astronaut. Nice.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Never talked about him?
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, That was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh my god, I can't. Oh!
Strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh. God damn, I can't with that story. Like, it's getting harder and harder. Like, for me, at least, like, god damn. Like, I want to explain this, like, I should've. But I'm gonna wait to the end, and I'll explain each one for you guys, cause I'm not gonna ruin it. I want you guys to just think about what happened to each one of them. Until
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
oh shit.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
They have a lot of hidden doors. That is so goddamn awesome. Like, I'm still amazed by it, cause I wish I have
The
some.
passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
I'm gonna go over here because I want to say something. Barbara.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
This is the comic book one, I'll bet.
Never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Happy birthday.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, Jackie.
With another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just to boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
By the way, I'm playing as the fucking character. No, Halloween. Yeah, that's Halloween.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh, beer. What the fuck is this?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
There's some kinky shit down here.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, we're dead, Walter.
Going up, yeah.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. know the way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Oh my god. I kinda love this song.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oh my god. Sorry guys if this it is boring, but yeah. He is not here at all.
Hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
What the fuck?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending. I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
So now we're going down there. Let's see what is up. Yet again. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Sorry if I'm not talking. I need to stop talking because I want you guys to just experience the game and just know about the story, because I really like this story. It's really good. There we go. Oh, I'm down here, I guess. Seven.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once. carrying packages.
Carrying
I thought maybe
packages?
she was hiding presents.
What was it?
She was hiding a lot more than that.
Wait, what?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
God damn.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Like every day he used to just eat those.
And then one day, everything just
stopped. It stopped?
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Could be that, I don't know.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
I think I'm going back out. I'm going outside. Yep, I am.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day.
Over.
Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week.
Wow.
I'd be happy with one more thing. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
I think she was. She could have. Like, it depends, to be honest. It really just depends.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Yeah.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Walter.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Yeah. It does.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Wow.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch, born December 11, 1937, died December 13, 1947. Calvin Finch, born April 25, 1950, died September 23, 1961. Sev Finch, born June 17, 1915, died August 26, 1964. Edith Finch, her grandma, basically, yeah. I think it was her yeah. Fuck it. Born April 8, 1917, died December 5, 2010. Walter Finch, born August 26, 1952, died March 31, 2005. Barbara Finch, born October 31, 1944, died October 31, 1916. God damn, she died on her birthday. on Halloween, basically, yeah.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Wow. So Sam died as well, like his other dude, the military dude, died too. Gus and Sam Finch. Wow.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Lewis, Finch, Sanjay Kumar.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
A monument, so they never found him.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Wow.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
So she was pregnant. There we go. Oh, I went to the wrong side. I'm sorry for that.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Why is there light still, like...
They were both pretty intense.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Oh shit.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up.
Still freezing, though.
I don't even know what to take pictures of.
Not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. Don, don't you
Is
think
this
we
a
could find
horror
something
game?
more interesting to
Cause it has
photograph?
that vibes.
Yeah, it has that vibes, but it
If I
is
could remember where
not.
that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Trust me.
Give me a minute to check the map.
Check the map then, cause I'm.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Where is she?
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Okay.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you need to be strong. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh my god. Oh shit. That just hit me right in the gut. Oh my god.
Granny's stories. That's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Are you sure? Like, these pictures of him falling to his death. Even though it doesn't matter.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, guys, I think we might finish the game today.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
I'm gonna try and finish it today, because this game is really good, not gonna lie. Like, I already played it, as I said, but I wanted it to be like in full screen, like you can see it right now. It looks way better, like it's in 720, like you can see it better from your phone or whatever you're watching it than in my own PS4. Like, I'm playing on PS4, but I adjusted some things just so you can have the best quality ever, just for you guys, because that's what I care. That's what I'm here for. That's why I wanted to do this game again, because I like this game. It's a really good game. Sam Finch.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Hold on, sweetie.
So he's imagining things. This is from the baby perspective. They're like saying that kids have their own imagination in their world. 1 rubber ducky. 2, 3 rubber duckies. 4 rubber duckies. Yeah. Yay. Rubber duckies.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw. Sure made him happy. Silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. I feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night. I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything.
Oh shit, I forgot. We're in the baby's perspective, just letting you guys know.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Like as I've been saying, guys, I'm gonna be just explaining this at the end when I finish the game. That is really soon. We're almost done, and I was playing it step by step. But I want you guys to keep an open mind with this. Like, just keep an open mind about each thing that has been going on until the end, because we're close.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet... A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
When going through her family.
Kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. Father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Wow.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Interesting. That is not vanishing away. Alright, I forgot about this.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
He didn't want it to go, because he didn't want a stepmom.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you. She never told me about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Some boy, huh? I think we're going to the end, guys. I think we are. We're almost there.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
This is her mom's room, I think.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay, okay. Do I need to go back? I do not remember. I think not. I think no, I did a mistake. I'm a dumb person. Sorry guys. I remembered that it's over here, then I gotta go through the window. I'm sorry. I done goofed. Let's ignore this. You already saw this. Gregory and Gus. Okay. Sorry about that. I just saw the poll. I needed to do it. I needed to. That is something unexpected, but yeah. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Sorry. It's over here.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Louis.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Edith, Lewis, and Milton.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Edie gave him a castle, basically.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
I wish, though, like, I wish I could have seen something from this character. Like I played this game and they don't give you anything, and I'm still coming up on how he disappeared. It was a painter. You see that right now, I think. I wish I had a room like this, like in real life. I wish. That is so goddamn beautiful. Look at that.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Wow.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
I'm still intrigued on what he found, basically. Like, they say like their family had that curse, but he vanished. Like,
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh, I hate this one. If you haven't seen my first ones, like the video I did on this one, like, you know my reaction on it. Like, I'll try and link a link in the description for it if I can when I finish. And you can see my reaction on this. Like, I was devastated. Like, what I thought about him.
Smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
These are just the drugs. Nah, I'm good with that. It was a gamer. Yeah.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
That's a mood. Lewis Finch, locker content.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed...
I remember this.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
Trust me guys, this is not easy. I need to control with one arm and the other.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a beautiful prince.
I'm gonna go over here. Let's see what's up with this road. Like I took the princess one.
The prince was on his own quest for...
I went Radiant Rainbows last time. I'm gonna go Sinister Serpents this time.
Serpents. He followed the sound of his...
Electric guitar.
Electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
This really looks like another game.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Wow.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
The cat is Molly. Look at that, guys. What? The cat was Molly.
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh my God.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Oh my god, like I can't with that story. I can't. Like, it's so real. Like, if you just think about it, it's so real. I'll explain it soon to you guys. The game is almost over. Trust me. Like, we're there. Yep. No, do not go back. Do not go back inside. God. I'm a moron. Okay, whatever. Go back. Oh, yep, I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. I am.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Here we go.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
We're here, guys. This is her husband. Disaster relief. Okay.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Edith Finch.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Edith, her room.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things.
Oh my God.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Wow. God damn it, the fucking game got me again. Ah, for fucking last part. Ah, god damn it. Ah! Woo! the last part. Oh my god. That was good. I'm gonna explain you guys on my thoughts of this, and I think you basically got it to the end if you saw it. If you saw it, I'm happy you did. Like, if you did. If you just don't skip the story, just hear it like I did. Like, I was quiet because I wanted you guys to hear the story, because this story is really good and I don't want it to just go to waste. And I just applaud to these developers so goddamn much. Like, it has its age, obviously, this game, you can guess, but the fucking story is so good and so satisfying. Just to know this and apply it to real life, it gives you just something to think about in that meaningful way. And if you're here in this live stream or video, like, it's gonna be a video obviously, but wow, it makes you think a lot. And I'm sorry I'm like this right now, it's just this game got my emotions mixed up, because it is hard. And more to this person who is in this game, particularly, that wins for so much just to witness this, and just wow, I'm amazed by this game, and I still love it even though it's old, and I hope you guys did. So yeah, I'm explain you. So basically, the game started with, you thought it was Edith, the one, like, it was Edith, obviously, explaining the story. Edith, she died as well. I'm gonna start it off like that. Like, the last part, it was her son, another Finch. Like, Edith gave birth, like, in that last part, when she was explaining, I'm sorry I couldn't be there and stuff, it's because she died at giving birth to him, the other Finch, that the kid who I was playing him as, basically, because he was reading that book, this book right here, about the Finches, and he draw them as they are, knowing his family tree. Like, wow. In that way, twists and turns happened. And if you did, I'm not explaining it in my own meaningful that way from the beginning. Like Molly, we started off with Molly. I think she said, like, she wrote about being a cat and stuff. I think she tried to go to the other edge of the house, and she couldn't, just because she was hungry, something like that. Let's just put it like that. It might be or might have not been, but my own perspective is that she fell off trying to get to the other edge, trying to get food because she was hungry. Like, they're kids, it happens. Barbara probably died because of her boyfriend, if you think it like this, because I saw it in the comic. If you saw it well, they gave you like a horror thing, but basically you can think of that her boyfriend killed her and he vanished, like nobody saw him ever again. Calvin is just a boy, basically. He couldn't accept the fact, like, everything was going downhill with his family, and just he couldn't accept it. He wanted to just leave, get away from everything, and he wanted to fly. if you get me like that. Like if like the part that he chose about Calvin, he said he flew, and particularly like I think he was in that thing and he fell like to the rocks, like particularly fine. That's my own perspective. Sam, you already saw him, like he died, but the deer that just pushed him off, and her daughter witnessed that. I think it was her daughter. Yeah, it was her daughter. Eddie, she just vanished. Like I think she died with the house together, even though the people didn't particularly got her to go to the hospital. It was a senior citizen thing, and she didn't want her to leave the house, and she stayed. Odin is the founder of the Finches. Like he was the first generation of them, basically, and his house thought basically he thought there was a curse in his family and stuff, and he particularly died with the house, and her wife and children lived. That's why then it became like it started then with Edith and her grandma and stuff. Basically, I think it started with that. Walter was scared, particularly about everything in life. Like we can put in these words, like he thought the myth was real, like the curse, particularly about their family, because everybody was dying at that point, and he was the one who mostly just lived to 2005, which when he left, maybe he got killed by a train, to be exact. That it shows you like that it couldn't happen like that, but in my perspective, I think it happened. At the same time, I doubt it. Gus, like I'm still thinking about Gus, that the dude with the boy with the kite. I want to say he flew off with the kite, but applying to real life, it didn't. Like, I'm still puzzled with that. Gregory, he's just a baby. Nothing we can do there. This type of stuff happens to every parent. Like, you can see this on the news and everything. It has happened. Boy or girl drowns. Like, they're babies. They don't know much. And that's why his dad, Gregory's dad, leaves in that note that he feels sorry because he called and his mom and dad were arguing, and the dad felt that blame that it was his fault. But he didn't expect nothing to happen, to be sad, and that made me a little sad. And then we come across Milton, the boy who just vanished because of everything that basically her grandma told her. Eddie, like Eddie told Milton about everything that has been happening to her family. He just basically left because he didn't want it to be seen of, heard of, or anything, because he wanted to live a normal life. Let's just put it like that. I don't know, he could have died, yeah, because time passed, but I think he could have just lived a normal life, and he didn't die until a certain point. Or I want to believe that, because they didn't give you that much, just the photo thing, and just Edith explaining it by briefly, by what she knows of the case of his brother. And then we come across another character that is Lewis, an actual one that you heard me, maybe some of you guys heard me, and you can see it when I played it. I cried, and I cried again, like at the end, thinking about it, because Lewis was trapped in his own imagination. Like, he hated his job, and this happens to a lot of adults. Like, not everybody's happy with their life in just the way, and he felt trapped. He felt so trapped to the point that he couldn't take that pressure anymore and died. Like, basically, I'm not gonna say details about how he died, because I don't want, I'm not gonna talk about that, because you guys probably could know how he died, but if you saw it. But just thinking about that is so relatable to a lot of people that are not happy. They are not happy with their own life, and just thinking about it is just wow. And then the last Finch, apart from Edith, is her mom. Like, the last two were her mom, Dawn, and Edith. And Dawn died. Her mom, Edith's mom, died by an anonymous thing. Like, I heard it, but I kind of forgot for a sec. But I'm sorry. But she died by a disease. Basically, let's just put it like that. And as I said at the beginning, Edith died giving birth to her son. What a family tree is this? Like, if you think about it, yeah, it is a curse, a family curse. But to me, it's just things that happen in real life, but just in a family, because this is a game that wants you to think what happened to them. How can you apply this to your normal life? This is why I love this game. Like, it makes you think a lot of deep down, how can things happen and why do they happen? Even if it's by depression, just thoughts of suicide, like whatever it is, like diseases and things. This is something that happens in a daily known basis to every human being. And just wow, just seeing this and hearing this, it's amazing, and it just makes us think that we're nothing less than just humans. But we should be grateful by a lot of things that we have, because you don't know when something like this might happen to some of you, or family, a parent, whatever. But you just need to know that it has to get good at some point and just keep moving forward. Like, I'm saying this like because I want to. I'm sorry if I am like this. I'm just so intrigued with the story. Just made me think about a lot of things in life. So yeah, that's my point of view on everything, and just a gameplay about the story. Wow. Drop a like, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this game. I know it's been a long time I already played it and stuff, but this is in better graphics with better audio, I hope. And just wow. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for being this journey with me, and I hope you still stay here, because I want to do better than ever with you guys. Yeah. Woo! Let's do this. I'll be posting more things tomorrow. See you guys. I think I'll be back tomorrow with a new live stream and shit. So yeah. Good night. See ya.